everyone, my name's Kitty. I'm the librarian here at Buckeye Library, and today I'm going to show you a fairly quick and easy way to make a beautiful pressed flower bookmark. So what you'll need are some fresh flowers, paper towel, a microwave safe dish or something heavy that you can use as a weight in the microwave, some clear contact paper that's self-adhesive, and optionally, if you want, some pretty ribbon to tie onto your bookmark and a hole punch. You'll also need a microwave unless you want to just do a traditional flower press, but I'm going to show you how to do the microwave version. So normally for pressing flowers, you would cut your flowers at the base of the stem or at the base of the flower and press them in between some heavy books with some nice smooth paper. Now, if you're impatient, you can use the microwave method, which is what I'm going to show you today. So again, you want to cut those flowers as close to the base as possible and lay them as flat as you can on a paper towel. And make sure there's enough room in between your flowers so that they don't end up sticking together. And I'm just going to add one more little one to my here. And you'll want to make sure that your weight is big enough to lay down on top of all of the flowers that you're putting in the microwave. So now let's take this paper towel, and you'll need one on top of them as well, to the microwave. Okay, so as you can see, I have my flowers in the microwave. I'm going to put this paper towel on top of them, and then put my weight, my microwave safe dish, on top of those. I'm not going to press down, I'm just going to set them on the flowers. And then what you want to do is either lower the power level on your microwave or use a defrost setting. So I'm going to use a defrost setting and press start, and then you want to start off with about a minute. Now this microwave is going to go off before a minute, and I'm just going to check the flowers. And at 1 minute, I'll pull them out and see how they look. So after 1 minute, I've pulled my flowers out of the microwave, and we're gonna see how they look. And those look pretty good. So the leaves are dry and the petunia is dry. This marigold here was a little bit more of an experiment, but I might use some of those petals for accent in my bookmark. So if your flowers haven't dried after just a minute, go ahead and throw them back on in the microwave on the same setting for another 30 seconds until they're as flat and as dry as you would like. And if you need to press more flowers to fill out your bookmark, just do them in separate waves so that you are able to press them down with your dish. So now I'm going to go back over to my craft table and start working on the bookmark. So now that we have our flowers pressed and dried, whether you did the traditional pressing method with a book or pieces of paper, or you use the quick and easy version of the microwave, we're going to get out our contact paper and cut a bookmark-sized piece of that out. And depends how big you want your bookmark. I think this should be good. So now that that is out, I'm going to unpeel the back from it, which is going to be the hardest part of this whole project. There we go. And you'll want the sticky side facing up. So I'm just going to set that there on my table. Move that over a little bit. And leave that on the table. And I'm going to choose which flowers I want to use. So I want to use this pretty purple petunia. And you can just arrange them however you would like. And if you want to try and straighten your petals, just be aware that it could break them off. And I just pat down on those petals a little bit just to make sure all pieces are sticking. Let's go with another one of those poppies. press them down. I will tell you that the microwave method works better with brightly colored flowers. White colored flowers, it kind of discolors them a little bit, and they just don't quite look as nice. So if you use white colored flowers like a daisy or something, you might want to go with the traditional route. It takes a little bit more waiting time, but it might be worth it if you want to preserve that white color. Pretty leaf on there. And a few petals from my marigold that did not turn out quite as well as I wanted, but crafting is all about experimentation and trying new things. So I'm still going to use them as pretty little accents there on my bookmark. So you can fill it as little or as much as you want. I'm going to try and fill it up quite a bit just because I think these are also very pretty. Some of your petals, like this marigold, while the flower kind of fell apart, the petals still stuck together, which is why I said try to make sure there's space between your flowers because the petals will stick. Let's put that one up here. There we go. All right, and I think that's enough for mine for now. And now what I'm going to do is cut a second piece of contact paper a little bit bigger than this one, just so I make sure it completely covers that. So I did about 2 squares on the grid line of this contact paper, and the contact paper should always have squares on the back of it to help you measure. So I'm just going to do maybe about 3 squares wide and a little bit longer than what I cut the first one, just to make sure I cover the whole thing. And I'll set those aside. And again, you're just going to want to peel this, the backing off, and you can set it right on top of your flowers and give it a nice press down, because there might be some bumps depending on the thickness of the flowers you chose to use. And there we go. Looks like that. And I'm going to trim off the extras just so I don't have a sticky bookmark, because that is not what we want to put in a book. So you can trim up your edges. And there we go. There's my bookmark. And I want to add a pretty accent to it. So I have this gold ribbon here and my hole punch. I'm just going to take that in the top where I don't have any flowers, punch a hole right through there, cut a nice, fairly long piece of ribbon. You can always make it shorter, you can't make it longer. And then I just thread that right through the hole. And I'll tie a knot in it to keep it staying right there. Nice and tight. I made sure the hole wasn't too close to the edge so it won't come off. And there is my pressed flower bookmark. There we go. So you can experiment with this microwave method. You can use all sorts of different flowers and experiment with what you have on hand, what might be growing in your garden or near you. Just please pick from a responsible site if you are picking flowers. And this is a great thing to give to friends or family as a little gift, or just something beautiful when you need your own bookmark. And it takes advantage of these lovely summer flowers that we have on hand. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have fun, and I hope to see some beautiful bookmarks. If you feel free to bring them, if you want to, feel free to bring them into your library and show what you've made. I would love to see them. Thanks. Have a great day.